everyone. My name is Willow, and welcome to the Pink Collar Network. Today I have Kari from Peyton James.
Hello.
I'm so excited to have you today. I have been thinking about having you as a guest since I even started this idea. I was like, my sister and my mom wanted to be the first guest, and I said, I'm not going to show my beauty nepotism in front of everyone immediately. That's so unfair. So I was like, no, I need someone that's actually like, not to be mean, they're inspirational, but like going through what you're going through, plus how you're so hands-on still in your salon, you're still on posting your social medias, you're so active, still working while pursuing, like going through this big health scare. Yeah. It's so crazy to me. And I'm like, that's a story I need to hear rather than me being like, my mom's been doing hair for 30 years.
That's still great.
I told her that. I said, Mom, don't you fret. Episode 7's coming for you. I said, just give me a second to get warm in here. And she said, okay, fair. I can do that for you. Fine. So I'm really happy to have you in. I'm excited just to hear about, you told me a little about your story, how you worked on some big names back in Tennessee, right?
Yeah. So I never really did celebrity like hair and makeup, but I worked for a company that did a lot of it. And so we were sent on location. The first thing I ever did for them was a Jessica Simpson event. And it kind of, I don't know, I don't get like weird around celebrities, but there was something about Jessica Simpson.
Listen, that's a 2000s icon. Like,
I dug through my underwear drawer and found my Jessica Simpson underwear and like put them on that day. I was like, yo, but she has her own glam team. So I was actually really excited to meet her makeup artist.
Yeah.
I was like starry-eyed, but so we just did hair and makeup for her clothing line. So there was models.
And but that's still so cool.
There was a fashion show at Dillard's and I showed up and I had no idea she was even going to be there. I was just like, oh, cool. I'm doing something for Jessica. And she
Me
was
too.
there,
that would be me. I'm like, the name is so cool. Just being on it, being Jessica Simpson's anything like clothing. If like Skims was like, hey, can you do the makeup for my models? I would have a seizure. Yeah. I'd be so excited. Yeah. So I'm like, yes, that's like so exciting. Yeah. Plus a really good step into the industry. If you're like not super deep into like the industry yet and you're just starting out, that's a huge step.
Yeah.
A like name brand shoot of any kind.
Yeah.
And doing hair, doing makeup, anything, that's huge. Yeah. It's getting your name out there.
For Nashville though, like it's just normal. Like
really?
You see celebrities everywhere you go, you hear about them, and the team that I work on, it was just normal. People would name drop all the time. And I was like, I don't know who half these people are.
See, and I feel like that makes more sense. Me being so used to New Hampshire, I'm like, well, who are the local celebrities around here? I would love to. Give me a news anchor. I'll do it. I'm so ready.
I was awful. I was like, you're going to have to let me know like who these people are, because I did a celebrity's daughter one time. I won't say who it is, but and I didn't know who it was at first. So I was like talking to her and I'd be like, oh, where are your parents from? And she was like probably looking at me like, you probably know. But
but you're literally like, I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was so funny. I lived my life and I'm not like a magazine person. I don't follow celebrities. So it was interesting living out there.
Can you tell me what made you decide to come up here and start Peyton James? Because I know you were working down there mainly, and then you made the move up here. What made that like transition up here?
So I grew up around here. I was a military brat, but we landed here. And so my husband and I decided one day we were going to move to Nashville. And so we lived there for about 4 years.
Oh,
so I got
awesome.
So I was only there for 4 years, got a lot of experience. And then when we came back home, I was like, I want to bring Nashville back here, because there was something about working out there where everything just seemed so much more glamorous, and the services that we did were just more upscale. And I just felt like we didn't have that around here.
The vibe in your space after doing the little tour is more like, it's very more glam than like the spas around here and the salons, where it's very like, I feel like you're going in there with a chill vibe with your gals. You're talking to your therapist, hairdresser, which the vibe for that is still here, but it's more modern. I feel like the decor, the way you have everything set up, the color scheme, even so cute, really modern. I love it in here. It's a good vibe to walk into, especially getting your hair done. Confident. I'm like, I feel like I'd be like, these girls know what they're going to do for me here. I'm feeling good.
And people deserve that. They deserve to go to a space that's beautiful and also get a service done that, you know, they're going to be happy with.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to bring that back here. And it wasn't just the look of everything. It was, how can I train my staff so that every time somebody comes in here, they're getting the service that they want. They're spending their money and they're leaving happy, which I feel like not a lot of salons are doing. So we're always getting those people coming in, you know, being like, oh my gosh, I went somewhere else and it didn't turn out the way I want. Oh my gosh, that should never happen. So there was a lot of training in Nashville. We had a lot of, whether it was makeup or hair or whatever, I just felt like there was so much more support and I wanted to bring that back here.
Speaking of trainings and stuff, personally, I know a bunch of your workers here. They're so nice. A bunch of them were either in my class or in the hair student, like one of the hair students. You really took on a bunch of girls right out of school, which I think is like admirable. Like, I'm very impressive. Like, and with your history of like having so much education and getting so much like help learning and everything, did you want to bring that back when you came up with you're like, I want to give this education that I learned down here back and bring it up here? I
think there's this weird competition with owners, right? Owners who think that they have to be the star of the show. Mm-hmm. They have to be the only one that's good. That doesn't bring a successful business. In my mind, that didn't make sense. Like, why would I want to be the only one that's good? I want all my stylists to be great. So taking people from right out of school, I think, is my favorite thing to do. It
kind of cuts the competitive out of it too.
I can train them how I want them to be trained. Mm-hmm. They get the training from me before they get the bad habits somewhere else.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so I just feel like it just made sense to get somebody out of school, train them up the way I want, and then kind of gently send them on their way. And it's worked. I mean, I'm going to tell you, like, we have had one time somebody's called for a redo. I've been open for almost crazy. 4 years. We very rarely
one call in 4 years.
We very rarely get somebody calling and saying, I didn't get what I wanted. And this was like hey, it's a little longer on one side. Can we just adjust it? Like, my team's great.
That's so crazy. One in 4 years is so good. But like, if you're building from the ground up, there's really no room for error if you think about it. And like, you had the goal in mind. You came up here. You had the idea of what you wanted your spot to be. You're like, I'm going to handpick these girls right out of school, the ones that I feel are giving my vision.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have them succeed. Like, which I love that. My mom being an educator, like when I was a little kid, seeing her help so many people. And even some people I have on my list of people to interview are like past students of hers who are huge in our industry now. And they're like, your mom drove me to school. Like, just easy things like that. And that you give that similar vibe. And I love that. In our industry, that's huge. And saying like, speaking of competitiveness, like that's one of the main reasons I even started this platform was like, in our industry, I feel like even in school, it's kind of fed to us that it's going to be competitive. And I don't like that. Even in beauty school, I remember you wanted your book filled. You wanted to be the first one to get your book filled. Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Like, I now sitting back and looking at it, I'm like, we're all doing such different things. There are girls who went to aesthetic school. They're nail girls now. I'll do a gel nail. That's the max you'll get from me, a petty at most. My little LOLs, little old ladies, love them. I have them come in. Those are my petty people. Love them. I do not do nails. But you'll never catch a girl doing a spray tan like me. Like, it's different. Yeah. Like, we all choose such different paths. We can all be so collaborative and working together and supporting each other rather than like, oh, you work at another salon?
Yeah, no.
Don't come near me.
My girlfriends, so I have friends that own salons everywhere. I'll repost their stuff all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have friends that do spray tans. I have friends that do nails and whatever. And I don't mind supporting other businesses.
And your staff is the same way. They repost everyone's stuff. They repost my stuff. I repost their stuff. Your girls are so good at social media. They make me laugh. Their reels are so clever. Like, things I haven't thought of. I feel like they're very on the ball.
Yeah.
And I feel like, that's the perk of having some young staff, because they know I'm 25. They know more than me. And I am a TikTok fiend. Like, I'm there all the time. They catch me before. I'm like, that's hilarious. I never would have thought of that. Like, I can't even... Shout out to their video of them combing Kari's hair. My
bald head.
I was in tears watching it. I was like, this is hilarious and making light of such a serious thing. But like it's showing you're also you're in salon while you're going through all this. You're still interacting with your staff and you're still on socials, posting, reposting things.
Yeah.
I saw you posting the other day that a magazine posted your stuff and didn't even give you credit. That's crazy.
I did end up finding it in the very back of the book in a small little area.
A little corner in the back. Corner. Oh my God.
Yeah. But my work was on the cover, which it has been before, not to toot my own horn. It's not the first time.
But that's hilarious. Like, you guys are just so on the ball with stuff. And like, can I ask more about your health stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm an open book.
So what's your diagnosis? What are you going through? How long?
So December 9th of 2024, so right before Christmas, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. There's so many different forms of it. Everybody's breast cancer diagnosis is very different. Mine was what it's called is HER2 positive, grade 3, which is a very aggressive, fast growing cancer. And so I noticed for probably about 6 to 9 months, I was feeling really like tired and I just knew something was off, but I didn't have health insurance. So I was like, I'm fine. It's just my chronic illness. And then finally I went to my doctor and they're like, you need to have a mammogram. And that's when they found a very large mass in my breast that had just grown so fast.
Oh my God.
And so, December 9th, I was diagnosed. And by January, we were starting chemo. So I have to do 6 rounds of a really aggressive chemo. It's 4 different medicines that they give you, which is...
You're about to be on your 6th, right? You told me?
So next week is the last round. I get to ring the bell.
Oh, that's exciting. That's a big... I know it's not feeling like an accomplishment, but it is. Like, it's crazy. And you look great.
Thank you. A lot of makeup my eyes were swollen this morning and puffy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never had this before. Like, I don't even have wrinkles yet. So I was like, what's this?
Oh my God. I've been seeing on TikTok, and I used to work in an eye doctor. So this icks me to my core. Girls put preparation H under their eyes.
No.
They're swollen.
I'm all
under
natural,
eyes.
baby.
Please. Like, I saw that and I thought
just give it
my
some
little
time.
Heart was going to fall out of my chest. Like, put an ice pack on it. Yeah. Hemorrhoids. It's for hemorrhoids.
I have those.
Oh my God.
Have 2 10-pound babies and go through chemotherapy.
It'll happen. It happens to the best.
Yeah, but every 3 weeks I'm doing chemo. And so for a good 7 days, I would say I am down and out. And so the 2 weeks after that, I'm in the salon and I'm here. And I'm not doing hair.
It's still to come in.
I'm coming in, making sure.
Support staff is like,
I got to make sure
crazy.
I take care of my team.
Yeah.
But it's actually been really great because I've been behind the chair part-time for the last few years. And now I'm getting like a clearer picture of my team and what I need to do as, their boss. And so I'm kind of liking not doing hair.
Oh.
So I'm thinking my clients are going to kill me. I'm actually thinking about not going back behind the chair and just managing my team because they need me. Mm-hmm. And it's really important when you own a salon. Like, if one of your staff is having a hard time with something and you don't have time to help them, like,
what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, that's honestly, I'm just so baffled and impressed that you can even like have that energy to come in. You have that energy to like put it in, but you're even considering like keeping it going. You like that managerial position.
I never thought I would.
Really?
Yeah. I never thought I'd be a salon owner. I never thought I'd be a teacher. And I never and ever thought I would be like an admin manager, paperwork pusher.
Paperwork pusher is hilarious.
I have my own little desk set up now.
I was going to say, you have a little setup over there. I see your little computer in your filing cabinet.
I'm getting organized. And yeah.
So I know I see a lot of people in this industry, but collaboration is super important to me. Have you guys done any collaborations? Do you have what's your idea of collaboration in the industry? I feel like I said earlier, competitiveness is a huge issue. I feel like that's given to us straight off the bat. I know personally, I've done shoots, like collaborative shoots where no one's getting paid.
Yeah.
It's just about boosting each other up, socials, even like getting each other's cards, getting each other's name out there. Do you guys do that here?
No, but I should. No, but I should. Well, I shouldn't say I don't. Like I said, my friends who own salons.
I was about to say, you guys are big. You do support other salons and spots, which is awesome. I know you guys just did an event and your staff hosted an event for you to earn money, which is great. Reaching out to all the businesses. I saw all the business donations and I was like,
blown away.
My heart was so warm.
Yeah.
Like
all
the community support was the salons in the area. I told my mom about it and she's like, anything they want, I would love to be part of it.
That's great. No, I mean, I'm not afraid to, like, right now we're down a nail technician. So somebody called and was like, is there anywhere around that I can go? Because we just don't have the resource for them. And I sent them to another salon. Mm-hmm. Like there's room for everyone. And so I'm not a competitive person. I am in my own, for myself. I want to be better. I want to do better as a salon, but I'm never going to tear somebody else down to make myself look better. It's just not who I am.
I actually love that. I just went to, this is going to be funny because I don't do hair. I went to a hair event, but I was doing the makeup for the models, but I heard this term that I think his name's Colin Caruso for Paul Mitchell. He said the F word for us in the industry is frustration. The frustration we hold with ourselves and what we're going through, how we push ourselves and just want the best for everything, but we kind of beat ourselves up more than we need to. Has there been any situations where you felt you're kind of beating yourself up for things that you can't control for the salon?
Of course. I would say I'm really hard on myself, but I think that's what has made me a really good hairstylist. Mm-hmm. But I think going back to me not going back behind the chair, I feel like I've been frustrated that I haven't been able to give back to my team as much as I wanted to. And so being able to give them more of me is really important. Mm-hmm. I probably, there have been times where I wish the salon has grown faster than it has. Mm-hmm. I'm sure people look at me and be like, oh my gosh, she's got this great salon and great staff, and I wish I could be where she is. And I'm over here it's not enough.
Everything, I feel like personally, everything could always be better. Yeah. You always want to grow, which I feel like is a more positive mindset than being willing to settle. Yeah. We're just not willing to settle. I feel like if you're choosing to be in this industry, it's because you're not willing to settle for something small. Mediocre. We can just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. And it's the opportunities are endless for us, which I really, really love. Speaking about negativity and everything, I really want to talk about what do you do to stay positive and keep the corral in the salon positive? Keep that negative catty energy out of the salon.
Well, in our handbook, so we have a no gossip policy, and I know that sounds really dumb, but I
feel like it's healthy. I feel like that actually sounds so healthy to have in the the handbook. You have that.
Yeah.
I actually feel like that's very healthy to have.
I'm very I'm a believer. I believe in Jesus, and I have my own faith and all that. And gossip is a sin.
Is a sin. I love that.
But not to say that I don't. Sometimes because I'm not perfect. That's why I have Jesus. But listen, so with my team, I'm we have a lot of one-on-ones, which I think is really great. And I sit them down and I say, is there anything that you don't like that I've done? Anything that I do, anything that's frustrated you? Talk to me. I want them to tell me, because I can always be better. Maybe I haven't seen what they're seeing, whatever. That gives them the opportunity to talk to me about things that they need to talk to me. So that doesn't mean they need to go to 5, 6, 7 different people and be like, Kari did this and blah, 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 blah. That's not helpful. Or Gabby did this. That's not helpful. If you have a problem, go to the person and talk to them about it. And our team, our culture here is really, really healthy. And if it's not, hasta la vista, baby.
Love that. I'm a really direct communicator. Same. And I feel like my problem when communicating with someone that's like a passive aggressive communicator. I am like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm like, if you have something to say, just say it to me. Like, it shouldn't be said to like 7 other people. I shouldn't be hearing it from everyone and their mother. Like, what is the problem? How can I fix it? I'm not going to attack you and jump at your throat. You can't fix a problem if you don't address the problem.
So then it's continued, and then it's a continued problem.
And it's a whirlwind. And I feel like salons, that is a huge problem that we get, or even spas are like, I work at a med spa. Same thing happens. Like, it's a whirlwind where everything gets too much, and it's over like usually a miscommunication, stuff, a misunderstanding, not knowing something, like always something petty and small. But because that whirlwind continues, like having a no gossip policy in the handbook.
Love it, right?
I love that. Well, I'm obsessed.
And the biggest problem is the owner, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a problem where you work with gossip and things going around and people being mean, that's my fault. That's my problem because I haven't dealt with it. So I deal with it, and we talk about it. And my team's great. And anybody that works here will tell you, like, we all get along really well. And if we don't, you get voted off the island.
I feel like that's fair. Like, I feel like in salon spa culture, that is kind of how you have to run it. Like, if there's one bad egg, it is going to soil the entire thing. Like, and you can feel once the rotten egg's gone, the energy change is crazy. Like, and not just for the people that were being affected, everyone else around them, because no one's hearing about it. No one's feeling that awkward tension. No one's feeling the negativity, like the catty, bratty bullshit.
Right.
You're just not feeling that. And it's just, I want to be in a spot where everyone wants to grow and everyone wants to support everyone in growing. They want to move forward and go. Like, you can get frustrated. I'm the first one to be like, I'm the first one to get frustrated over something small, but I'm going to look at you and be like, I'm a little frustrated right now.
Yeah.
And like, say it how it is. And I think coming into a spa, because I started at 23 as an esthetician. So like, I was a little late in the game versus my sister apprentice at 16. So like, she's been doing it. She knows the atmosphere. I came in, she's like, you gotta not get as frustrated at people for breathing. And I did not get it. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, that's so dumb. She was right. Because like, not everyone gets it the way I get it. She's like, some people are nervous. Some people are passive. Some people don't know how to communicate properly. Some girls are coming in at 18. You came in as a grown up. You like get it differently. I'm like, you're right. Like, I guess.
Girl, I'm 37 and I got a staff of like 19, 20, and 21. It's different.
Oh my God. Even going to beauty school, I was like, this is high school again. I don't know what to do.
Their problems, and girls, I love you so much. Don't get mad at me. But their problems are so like
minuscule. Yeah, my mom's the same way.
Their feelings about it are like this.
My mom says the same thing. I'll tell her, like, you said you're a military. My boyfriend is in the military and he's actually in Tennessee. So like, it's so funny you said that, because I'm like, oh my God, that's what's happening. So my boyfriend, very like non-emotional man. He's very just to the point. Yeah. And I love that, because I need that. I need that realism. And like, I will tell my mom, I'm like, he's just like not giving me any emotions. He's not giving me anything. My mom's like, girl, that's because you have all of them to give. Like, you have too many to share. He doesn't even know how to compute. And I'm like,
it's a perfect match though.
I'm like, you're right. That's it. Like, and I think that's why he loves me. Cause he's like, like, I don't know how to emote like that. So you give me a little feeling I've never felt before. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's worked for me and my husband for almost 14 years. So
it's learning how to communicate me with my boyfriend now. My mom's like, I never would have thought in a million years you could do that. Cause she's like, you have never realized that. Cause I've always been like, knowing direct communicates. I'm like, oh my God. So she's like, oh my God, someone that doesn't direct communicate that you can talk to. I'm like, he's direct. He just doesn't say anything.
He just doesn't say anything. You gotta pull it out of him.
I'm like, it's just like, no. And she's like, girls do that too. And those are the girls you get annoyed with. I'm like, damn it, you're right. She always gets me too. But open communication kind of is like a key that I've been trying to work on. Like, even I work only one day at the salon now. I work one day and then I work the med spa most days. And the girls now know me enough that they're like, we get a new girl on. They're like, listen, she's real nice. She's brass.
Real nice.
She's real nice. She's just a little brass. Because when I get to know you, I am so nice. I'll be like, hey, girl, like, But then when I first meet you, I'm like, hey. I'm so just like, I just gotta feel it out. I gotta feel the energy. But I've realized in salon environments, it's a girly pop energy. It's girly pop vibes all the time. They want to be your friend. No one's coming in being like, I'm gonna tear that girl down. And if they are,
it used to be like that.
And that's what I like. I feel like in school, that's how I felt. It was always like we were trying to tear each other down all the time.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad.
Even like I started doing this podcast like channel vibe just because I was listening. I love beauty podcasts and like beauty like channels just because I'm addicted. But they're always negatively talking about someone.
Yeah.
Someone needs to be torn down all the time.
Not this girl.
I want to use this channel to uplift. Like I'm going to any kind of like a photographer, a nurse, like any pink collar job in the wellness and beauty industry. I want them to plug themselves. I want them to tell me their journey. I want them to tell me advice on how to be better in the industry. I'm using this as a learning platform for me, but also for anyone else that's willing to listen. Like I'm still so new and fresh, hearing things like how you get through it, how you get through your staff, how you get communicating with your staff, how you get everyone on the same page without an argument. I love hearing things like that because I need to learn too. I'm still learning. So I'm like, this is advice that I'm so happy to have.
I'm still learning.
So
I think that's the most important thing. You just said you're still learning. Never stop learning. Not just with like what you do in your job, but never stop learning and growing individually in yourself. Because I always tell my team, like, I still have learning to do. Like I've only been a boss for 4 years, almost 4 years now. I still have so much to learn. I'm still not perfect. I still shit myself when I fire people. Or when I have one-on-one, sometimes I still get a little nervous having to tell somebody if they're not doing something right. Like we always have growing to do and we have to be honest with ourselves. I think that's so important. And not a lot of people can be honest with themselves about something they're not doing or whatever.
See, I love that because I'm painfully self-aware and I feel like I've always seen it as a clause, like not great, but it's such a strength to have now that I'm recognizing it now that I'm getting older. I'm like, oh, this is like good to have that. I've noticed like, oh, I'm just super self-aware of what's going on. I know that what I can say affects things. And
girl,
like,
in 10 years, you're going to be so chill.
My mom said that. My mom says that. She's like, with so age, much more chill.
I used to be so emotional, so all over the place. And now I'm just like, oh, that shitty thing happened. Oh, well. You just kind of.
I'm so excited. This is like, I'm so happy to have you on here. You're giving such good insight, and like having you as my first interview has been so comfortable.
Good.
This has been so fun. I did want to ask you, do you have anything you would like to plug before I get off? Like your salon, your Instagrams, anything like that?
Yeah. So we have online bookings. So if you'd love to join us at Peyton James, PeytonJames.com. Listen, I named my salon after my children. We didn't talk about that. I wanted to talk about
it's named after your kids?
After my kids. So my daughter's name is Peyton, Paytin, because I had to be different.
I was about to say the way you spell Peyton is like cute.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like
that's
the
how
girl way. It's like the girly way. I like it.
You say Peyton, you don't say Peyton. You say Peyton. So I know, I'm so weird.
No, that's cute.
And then my son's middle name is James.
I'm like, enough. This is so sweet. Like,
yeah. Everyone's like, where's Peyton? Thinking I'm Peyton. I'm like, I did not name my salon after me. No offense to anybody that does. But in Tennessee, my boss named her salon after her daughter. And I just loved it. And it was just simply her name. Like it wasn't like salon.
It's simple.
So mine is technically, there's no salon in my business name. It's just Peyton James.
I noticed that when I came in, the sign just says PJ on it.
Yeah,
I was
Peyton
like,
James.
oh.
Yep, not Peyton James Salon or anything, just Peyton James. So I just want to be known for owning Peyton James. Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually so sweet.
It's super sweet, but my daughter's starting to get a big head about it because she's 8 now. She's like, the other day she goes, the salon's named after me. I was like,
period.
Yeah. So.
Okay, diva.
So yeah, you can go on paintandjames.com and book with us. We do pretty much everything. So I started off as a hair salon and now we're a salon and spa.
I was about to say, you have like everything here from like all the types of nails. You do pedicures, you have lashes, facials, all of it, right?
It was never the plan.
No.
Never the plan. So
you said
we're
never stop growing and learning.
Yeah. So I opened, what is that? 2,000 square feet over there. And then my first person to work for me was Mal, and she's the nail technician. So I made space for her. Never the plan, but I love Mal. She's been with me for 4 years.
She's booked out 2 months in advance. Just telling you. Amazing. Like, she's been like that. I have been trying to get on that girl's book before for so long because she's so good. Check. I don't know her Instagram.
It is Nails by Mal.
Plug. This is a plug because she's so good. She's so good. It's art.
She's very good.
Artwork. Yeah. Like
she advertised in a Facebook group that she was practicing nails.
Practicing.
And so I went to her house and got my nails done.
And gagged because practice ? Where?
Yeah, she did cheetah nails on me, and I was like, I've never been able to get my nails done like this anywhere else. Come work for me.
You're like, please, I beg you.
She did. So anyway, yeah. So then I had an esthetician come work for me, and like I was trying to get all these hairstylists, but I was getting all these other types of people, and I was like, what the heck? So where do I put them all? The beauty industry's
too big for just the hairstylist. We need it all.
So I knocked down a wall and took on another 1,600 square.
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop. Yeah. I get how you do bridal here because you have everything.
We have a bridal team too. So if you,
I saw your picture. They have a badass picture as their bridal team.
If you do makeup, we're looking for people on our bridal team. So, wink,
plug. They're hiring.
Yeah, and we're non-competitive. So like, you can do weddings for yourself. You can do weddings for other people, and also be on our team. We're not like you have to sign with us.
Oh, that's good. That's good because some places do trap you like that, and they're like, you can't be doing all that. I'm like,
the team in Tennessee didn't do that. They were like, and if we can't do it, we'll send the work to you. Like, they were non-competitive.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
But anyway, so we do that too. So.
Perfect. Well, I'm really happy I got to have you on, and thank you for joining the Pink Collar Network.
Thank you.
Do a little cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks.